Right guys, I'm filming this inside the Ford Focus because it's blown a gale outside and I didn't want wind noise all over the video. So this week I'm sitting in the Focus because we're going to finish the axle bushes on it. We're going to get the front end straightened up hopefully, and we'll get it polished up and ready to go. It's actually already sold. We've sold it to George across the street, who's going to leave it on Isla. He's got a wee holiday home over there and he wants a cheap car to leave over there, so he's going to take it. So it's just a case of getting it finished, polished up, and then George can have it. But when we had the snow during the week, George has managed to whack his front bumper again and broke it, so we're going to take that off as well. We'll do a little bit of plastic welding on that. I might have to put a bit of epoxy on it this time as well, who knows. This is about the 4th time he's whacked it, if no 5th, 6th maybe. We're not painting it this time. I'm just going to touch in a wee scuff on the bottom, and we'll get it back on the car, but at the moment it's popped off at both corners again, so we need to fix that. Axle bushes on the Ford Focus, clean up this interior, repair the headlight, straighten up the front end a wee bit, and it'll be good to go for its MOT again, and then George can get it out to Isla and we'll get the next project in. So let's get on the drive, out in the cold and the wind, and we'll get cracking on with this. Right, I'm not sure how much of this you'll be able to see, and I'm sorry if there's a load of wind noise, but I've got the car jacked up, got it on axle stands, I've removed the plastic trims from underneath, and I've also got some WD-40 soaking in on the bolts that I need to take off. But let's have a look and see if you can see this. Sorry, the picture might not be great, but this is the actual bush we're replacing, and as you can see it's not even in the arm anymore. We'll get a better look when I get it out because the lighting's not so great, so it's hard to see, but yeah, it's basically on the end of this arm, both sides. We'll take them off, we'll get them replaced, get them back on. That's the arm lowered down. As you can see, the old bush just fell out. It wasn't really doing anything. So we've got the new bushes here. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and do these with just the arm hanging down here, just to save me disconnecting the handbrake and the brake pipe and stuff. It might not be possible, but if I can save bleeding the brakes and pop these in with it taking everything off, it'll save me a wee bit of time maybe. So we'll give it a try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll strip the whole thing off. Okay, after a bit of persuasion with a hammer, we've managed to get the old one out. So now we need to clean up the mating surface in here and see if it's as easy to get the new one in. If we can get the new one in situated properly and it goes fairly straightforward, I'll do the other side in the same way. There is still a chance we might have to take this whole arm off, but let's see if we can get this new one in place. She's in. Probably not the most conventional way of doing it, but it's in, and brake pipes are still attached, handbrake cables are still attached, so we've saved a bit of time there. I don't think that would have been any easier on a bench, so I'm going to carry on, bolt this side back together and do the other side in exactly the same way I've done this. this side's all back together. I've put the wheel back on so nobody steals it. A wee quick coat of black paint just so it looks better through the new wheel trims. I need to put that trim back on still, but I'll wait until I've done the other side, because the axle stands are covering a bit of where one of the bolts go. So again, it's just get all the tools out of the other side and we'll get the exact same done on this side. Should go a wee bit quicker now that we've got a method of doing it, so fingers crossed, we'll batter in and get it done. Right, so we're on to the final part of this Ford Focus on the MOT failures. The last failure we've got is the insecure headlamp. You can see there. Somebody's had a go at this before by trying to put a self-tapping screw through it, which hasn't worked. So what we need to do is take that out, we'll repair this bracket, screw it back on and it'll be fine. And while I've got the bonnet open, I'm going to take these trims here off and just straighten up this front wing a wee bit and get this panel gap back. Just because when it had the bump, it's just pushed everything back slightly, so we'll reshape the front of that and then we're ready to go for MOT. And that's it for the Ford Focus. The next video will be a real deep clean and getting it ready for retail. That's it all done now. The headlight's all secure, that's not going anywhere, that'll pass an MOT no problem. I took all these trims off, this trim off, loosened up the wing, and we've got a decent panel gap back. It's not perfect, but the wing lines up a little bit better now, so the door doesn't catch on it. All I need to do now is pop this trim back on and we're done. Right guys, that's all the repairs done on the £250 Ford Focus. It's ready to go back for its MOT. I'll get that done during the week. Next video we do on this will be a proper deep clean and a quick polish, and that is it ready to retail now. I'm going to do it anyway, but this is already sold and I'll go through it next week. So make sure you don't miss it. Join us next week and we'll see you then.